Hey everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today, we're going to talk about a device that's an inseparable part of most of our lives, but which can also turn into our worst nightmare, our phone. What if that phone became a source that sent you cruel messages every day, tried to ruin your relationship, and even encouraged you to commit suicide? And what if the person sending those messages was the one who should have loved and protected you the most? Well, Netflix's new documentary, Unknown Number, The High School Catfish, puts this very chilling question at its center. Let me tell you right away why you need to watch this documentary. This isn't just a catfish story. This is a shocking tale of exposure, detailing one of the most disturbing and psychologically complex crimes of the modern age, told directly by both the victims and the perpetrator. If you're ready, let's dive into the details of this dark story. It all started in October 2020 in the small Michigan town of Beale City. 13-year-old high school student Lauryn Licari and her boyfriend, Owen McKenny, began receiving disturbing messages from an unknown number. The messages were designed to break up the young couple, saying things like, "Owen is breaking up with you." But that was just the beginning. After an 11-month break, the harassment resumed in September 2021, becoming even more savage. Owen was receiving 50 messages a day, and the content was becoming increasingly vulgar and sexual. The messages used degrading words like whore and skank, and even claimed that Lauryn wasn't sexually fulfilling Owen. The most horrific part was that the messages contained death threats and phrases like, "Kill yourself now," to encourage suicide. According to Owen, the messages were so sick they were enough to make a 53-year-old man blush. The young couple's lives had become a nightmare. As the messages escalated, the families turned to local police, and the FBI eventually became involved. However, the atmosphere in the small town made things even more difficult. A witch hunt began in the community, and suspicions fell on other students like Chloe Wilson and Owen's cousin, Adriana. Everyone was pointing fingers, which only deepened the trauma for the already devastated teens and their families. But the FBI's investigation took a surprising turn when they tracked the IP address of the messages. The trail from the app used to disguise phone numbers led to one person who completely upended everything anyone thought they knew about the case. So who was this person? An internet troll? Aila's classmate? No. The investigation revealed that the perpetrator was Lauryn's own mother, Kendra Licari. Yes, you heard that right. The person who had tormented her daughter and her boyfriend for months was her mother, the one who should have been protecting them. This revelation is the most crucial part of the documentary. Owen's mother said she felt disgusted and betrayed when she learned the truth. The documentary's true power lies in its focus on the question of why this horrible crime was committed. In her interview, Kendra Licari argues that everyone makes mistakes, herself included, but that's a simple explanation for something far more complex. The documentary presents several disturbing theories. The first theory, put forward by the former school superintendent, is virtual Munchausen by proxy syndrome. This is a psychological disorder where a person makes someone in their care sick or in need of help to gain attention. According to this theory, Kendra chose to harm her daughter virtually to make her need her more. Another, even more frightening, theory is brought up by Owen and his mother, the possibility that Kendra had a secret attraction to Owen. Owen recounts how he often felt Kendra's interest in him, noting that she would cut his steak into small pieces, frequently check in with him one-on-one, and continued to attend his sporting events even after he and Lauryn broke up. The film doesn't ask Kendra to respond to these claims, leaving this unsettling question hanging in the air for the viewer. The documentary itself has also sparked controversy. Critics argue that it pushes the ethical boundaries of the true crime genre. Does a documentary like this force child victims to relive their trauma? Or does it give a platform to a criminal to justify their actions? This is a fantastic point for you to discuss with your viewers in the comments. In your opinion, does this documentary cross the line between examining human evil and exploiting child victims? As the story concludes, the documentary also shows us what the characters are doing today. Kendra Licari has had no contact with her daughter since her release from prison. Lauryn, now 18, is studying criminology, and Owen is playing college baseball. They are trying to move on with their lives after this horrific event. Unknown Number The High School Catfish is a powerful documentary that shows how devastating cyberbullying can be and how deeply betrayal can cut when it comes from the people closest to us. This story also serves as an important warning about how the anonymity of the internet can become a weapon. So, have you watched this documentary? Or are you planning to? Share your thoughts with me in the comments. And if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like and subscribe to my channel. I'll see you in the next video. Take care.